What's good, YouTube? Andre here with the DM Network, y'all. Today I want to talk about Project Z, of course, and a potential title, some potential titles, and what the title could mean for the game. But before we get into all of that, y'all know the routine. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, doesn't cost you anything at all, y'all, and it helps us to continue doing what we enjoy doing and making this content. Now, on with the video. Some potential titles for the game. A lot of people are talking about the Legacy of Goku 4 or something along the lines of the Legacy of Goku. And I don't think that it'll be something along the lines of Legacy of something, because that was Atari's thing, and the only way that Bandai could get that is if they bought the rights to it or pay, worked out a deal for royalties. And while it could be a possibility, I don't think that's the route they're gonna go. They did say that the game would be nostalgic, and a lot of people reminisce about the legacy of Goku. I've heard references to that more than anything. Even though to me, the game that I would go to would be Legend of the Super Saiyan on the SNES, even though it didn't come out here in the Western world. That game preceded even Legacy of Goku. And in my opinion, it was a better animated game, even though it wasn't an action RPG. It was more turn based with card style attacks, etc., etc. That game to me set the mode for RPGs for Dragon Ball games. But needless to say, that's what a lot of people think, that it'll be the legacy of Goku, or Goku's story or something to that effect, because it does talk about this being telling the original story of Z, and Kakarot's life, basically. And that leads into other discussions, of course, about what sagas is Goku the only playable character, etc., things like that. I don't see how you can tell the original story of Z and just tell Goku's perspective. Um, and then in the opening trailer, it says warriors. It doesn't say a warrior. It says warriors in plural, looking for an extreme battle or something to that effect. See right there, true warriors. And so I don't know, y'all. It's up for debate. I think there's a Reddit post that's talking about Goku's life, Dragon Ball Z, Goku, the story of Goku, or something. Or some people have said the story of Kakarot. But I think that the title will reveal to us if this could potentially be a game that's only played through Goku's perspective. Even though the legacy of Goku, you still played with other characters. When they went to the Buu saga, they kind of changed it to Buu's Fury, and I'm assuming maybe because Legacy of Goku 3 is just, they got to the point where it's like, well, this, Legacy of Goku gives the impression that it's only played through Goku's eyes, in which the first Legacy of Goku was. It was just Goku as a playable character, and then the other ones changed that up a bit. I'm hoping that they'll take a note from that and learn from that and kind of branch off to allow us to play with other characters, especially if there's a multiplayer mode. Nowadays, there's mostly multiplayer games, and I don't see them doing anything different because Xenoverse has multiplayer elements. Fighter Z has multiplayer elements, and even though they're making different Dragon Ball games to appease to different genres of gamers, RPGers, it depends. If it's an MMORPG, then yeah, it's a multiplayer thing. But standard RPGs, like you look at The Witcher. The Witcher isn't a multiplayer game. You look at Dragon Age Inquisition. You look at Skyrim. Games like that may have hints of multiplayer elements in some of them, but for the most part, they're single player games. It's exciting to see the route that they're going to go with it. It's exciting to see the route they're going to go with it. And there's so many possibilities. Of course, y'all know my preference. I prefer for it to be a single player game. I feel like they can do a lot more in the game. I feel like we'll get the most out of the game with it being a single player game because, like I said, stuff with the way that I would like for training and the transformations and things like that to be. Single player games allow for those things to be overpowered the way that they should be, the way that they would represent more in the anime. A multiplayer game is going to result in a lot more balancing because people are going to complain when they're getting their butts whipped about, oh, this is OP or this is OP. So you're going to have a lot of character balance. And for instance, Krillin will be able to defeat Super Saiyan Goku, which is unrealistic in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Whereas in a single player game, somebody like Krillin would get tanked by Super Saiyan Goku. Stuff like that. I'm looking for more realism in things like that. One thing that I was thinking about was why the game isn't being marketed as an adventure RPG, because Dragon Ball is an adventure. Why is it not being marketed as an adventure RPG? Why an action RPG? And that's what leads me to think that the game may not be open world. It may be more a sandbox or free roam sandbox, kind of like Budokai 3, where you could only go on like during any given saga, you could go anywhere on that particular map, but it is limited to that saga. Because if it's open world, then eventually we'll be able to go to Namek and we can go anywhere we want on planet Namek. You get what I'm saying? Or Supreme Kai's planet. So I don't think they're gonna do like a fully open world. I think it's gonna be more free roam, complacent upon which saga we're in, stuff like that. Sandbox. So it's very limited, but in that limit, you're able to go anywhere you want to. Something of that effect. So, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with it. I just, like I said, the single player, multiplayer element, it all depends on the name. If the title has something about Goku, then it's a pretty good chance that Goku may be the only playable character. But with it being 2019, I don't see them going that route. But like I said, they are at a point where they are making these games to suit and please different sets of gamers. The problem comes in is when you have people who play all of them and they want all of them to be the same, or they want, like you have Xenoverse, you have create a character in Xenoverse, but people want this game to have create a character. They want Dragon Ball Fighters to have create a character. It's like Xenoverse series is for that genre of people, because when you introduce create a character, and I explained this a lot, I don't mind explaining it again. When you introduce a create a character into a game, you change the storyline of that game. So there is no way that they can tell the original story of Z with a created character. Once that created character is introduced, that story completely changes. There's no way you can tell the exact same story with the exact same people with a created character. You can't do it. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, it comes either a parallel universe like they did in Ultimate Tenkaichi, or it becomes a future time traveler like in Xenoverse, or it becomes another dimensional guy, which adds to the story. Still, regardless, putting a created character in it changes the story. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't have a separate mode. Have a story mode that tells the original story, and then an adventure mode where you create a character and excuse me, you unlock different things from playing the story mode. That would still be fun, but even if we got that type of experience, I would still prefer for it to be a single player game. I don't see a reason why this game should be multiplayer, or even how multiplayer would work in this game. Of course, unless we had create a character, but then the structure of that created character, if that's an online type thing, it's going to be pretty large, which means that this game would have to be massive on the scale of Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption 2, as far as having a huge story content as well as a huge online anything goes kind of thing, and then it becomes a service. I could see that, but I'm not saying it can't be done. It just doesn't seem to be Bandai's MO. With, like I said, with the way that they're going, they're putting these games out, and they're supporting these games for 2 to 3 years, and then before they come out with the next one. Everybody was Xenoverse 3, Xenoverse 3. Xenoverse 3 isn't coming out this year. Xenoverse 3 could potentially drop next year. And what they're doing is the same thing with fighters, and you're going to see this as a pattern because they have to put out a game every year. That gives them more time to work on a new game and make it better than its predecessor. So I can see it becoming that. There's so many possibilities, y'all. And like I said, the title could reveal a lot about what the game will be, or what will be or won't be in the game, or the foundation of the game. It's just, oh my gosh, y'all, so exciting to see it, and to speculate on all of this stuff. I can't wait to hear more. I can't wait to see more. I know you guys can't wait to see more. And I'm here for it. Now, I also do want to apologize. I did not do a video yesterday. Y'all, I don't know why, but when the time changed, daylight savings time, whatever, it just threw me out of whack so bad, man. I mean, my sleep pattern is shot. I should have went to bed like 2 hours earlier. on Sunday before the time changed over, or Saturday because it changed over Sunday morning. So I should have went to bed like 2 hours earlier. I didn't. I still went to bed at the same time I normally do. And yeah, I'm paying for it. And yesterday I had some stuff to do before I had to go to my other job. And then when I got off from that, I had some more stuff to take care of. So I just didn't get a video out. But that's not an excuse. I knew that I had to do those things, so I should have did a video that night, and that way all I would have had to do was upload it. So I apologize for that, y'all. I'm still learning in this YouTube thing to live up to what I say, that we upload 7 days a week, and to keep that content flowing. So y'all, that's all I got for right now, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. What do y'all think the title is going to be for this game? Till next time, y'all, thanks for watching. Peace.